Good afternoon. Welcome to the softball contest tonight between the Penn Kingsmen and the Elkhart Blue Blazers. Tonight's contest uh, is a match between the undefeated Penn Kingsmen at 7-0 and the Elkhart Blue Blazers at 2-3. Penn is currently ranked number 1 in the state, and this will be the first conference game. Today on the call with me is Adam Hall.
I'm doing well, Bill.
Starting lineups for this contest. First, the Penn Kingsmen, Maddie Newman, Katie Quinlan. Third, Daniel Watson. Alyssa Greiman. Fifth, Addison Tley. Sixth, Olivia McGoldie. Seven, Hallie Hicksonball. Eight, Monica Smith. Number 9, Bree Tashajan. And for the Blue Blazers,
First up would be sophomore Alexis Etta George. Second is Leah Gibson. Batting third is Sydney Prue. In the cleanup spot is Emily Namasak. Batting fifth is Kara Simon. Sixth is Kelsey Cobb. Batting seventh is Celesta Ganger. Eighth is Lily Fan. And is Sabrina Stanley.
the Kingsmen make a run at the state title this year. Talk about what they have to do accomplish that, and how their season's been going so far.
The season's going great so far. They received 3 no-hitters from star Danielle Watson, who's on her way to Louisville. They have a boatload of Division One recruits coming in or starting this year. With Maddie Newman also headed to Louisville. Katie Quinlan headed to Michigan State. Hallie Hicksonball headed to Boston College. Bree Tinian heading to Purdue Calumet. And Alyssa Greiman headed to the University of Illinois Chicago.
Definitely a lot of power on this team. Should be an interesting contest tonight, as it is their first conference game. We hope to see a good game from both teams.
To build on a semi-state finish last season, hoping to do better in the conference this year. They had a great run in the tournament, but they did not do well in the regular season as well as they would have liked to. Certainly loaded with talent this year and should be poised to make a run at the NSC crown.
Maddie Newman, Louisville commit. She'll be on the mound tonight. Should be interesting. See how she does in her first conference game here.
Great this season so far. Like I said earlier, 3 no-hitters already.
As for the Blazers, they're on a 2-game win streak. They defeated East Noble 8-7 and Ocean 10-5 in their last contest. We're going to take a short break and we pause for the national anthem. And we're back. Let's talk about head coaches for the contest. For the Penn Kingsmen, Coach Beth Zek, and the Elkhart Central Blue Blazers, uh, Mr. Brent Bardo. And as we get through here, the last final warm-ups before we start here, we'll go the positions that each team's going to be playing tonight. So for the Elkhart Central Blazers, we have Alexis Idle-George. Uh, she's going to be their designated player for tonight. Senior Gibson going to hold it down at shortstop. Third base, Cindy. First base, senior Emily Namasak. Uh, Left field, we have Karis Cochran, sophomore. Sophomore right fielder, Kelsey Cobb. Second base, senior Ganger. On the mound tonight for the Blue Blazers, Lily Fawn. She's a freshman. And in center field, another freshman, Sabrina Stanley.
For the starting at pitcher is Danielle Watson. Starting at catcher is Alyssa Griman. At first base is Leah Simon. At second is Ellie Hickson-Baugh. At third is Monica Smith, the senior leader for the. In the outfield, left field is Bixley. And we have Trisha Shanin. And in the outfield, we have Hallie Hickson.
Daniel's first pitch attempt was by sophomore Idle George. Second pitch, low, ball. Count remains 1-1. Watson gets her sign for catcher. High, ball 2. Count 2-1.
Ball a little high there outside.
Seems to be trying to find her groove here early. Watson gets a sign. High on her fourth attempt. 3-1.
Leadoff walk's always important. Get the first runner on base.
That is true. Idle George steps into the box. Pitch by Watson, finds that strike.
That's
a big pitch for Watson right there. Calm down, get to try get full here. Maybe she can get a Watson got a swing and miss by Idle George.
Much speed there for Idle George in the first at bat. She settled in, started out a little rough.
Yeah.
Fastball at the end.
That's big. Next in, Blue Blazers, senior shortstop Leah Gibson. Awesome up. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss by Gibson. Nice pitch by Watson. There's known for throwing her heat.
Batter's way behind the pitches. So
Watson on the delivery, a little high. Ball. Count stands at 1-1 with one out here, first inning it. Ball 2.
good location to miss off the plate a little bit.
Watson, bunt attempt by Gibson. Swing and a miss. 2. Count 2-2. Watson on the delivery. Fouled back by Gibson. Staying on. That's what you got to do against Watson. Foul off pitch, get some tough. Make her work up there on the mound.
As the game goes on, I think you're going to adjust the speed. It's Shock's first. She's obviously a Louisville recruit. A lot of speed out there. They're looking to settle in a little bit early.
Watson with a third strike to get a second strike out of the inning. Wow, already.
Great location there. Chest high, a little bit on the outside corner of the plate. It's tough pitch to hit. And
She's definitely picking her locations early.
Is great control early on.
Next pitch gets another strike. Count 0-1. And the next pitch. One ball strike.
Off the bat's a good way to start.
Yeah, that's right,
Confidence up.
definitely. Get flowing. 2 outs here. And Watson delivery fouled off by senior first baseman Sack.
Swing just a little late, but just fighting there. That's what you got to do in a 1-2 count.
Foul. Sack with a closed stance. Sees Watson. High. That's the ball. First inning.
Ski up. You eye. You want to get it yourself.
Watson on delivery. High. Ball 3. Once again, we're full, folks. Steps out of the box. Checks her sign from the third base coach. Steps back. Watson on the delivery. Swing and a miss. Namasak goes down swinging. Like you said, 3 up. A big way to start for the Kingpin.
Certainly a confidence builder going in the bottom half of the inning. The hitters are excited. He's strong off the bat. Okay.
Bottom half of the inning, the Kings were going to be led off by Newman and Danielle Watson.
On the mound,
And after some short technical difficulties, we're back. And the Kingsmen have runners on the corners after 2 base hits.
Still 0 outs in the inning. With pitcher Danielle Watson up to bat. As great of a pitcher as Watson is, she's an all-around great player. She's batting in the third hole.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. And Fawn's low on her delivery. 2 balls, 0 strikes. No outs here in the bottom half of the inning.
Watson even showed a little bit of athleticism getting out of the way of that hit pitch right there.
Yeah. She does it all.
Sure does.
Fawn on delivery. Little outside. Ball 3. Watson got a 3-0 count here with runners on second and third.
Capitalizing on this runners on the corner, 0 outs, 3-0 count would be huge for the Kingsmen early on. Get a comfortable lead. It's easier to pitch with a comfortable lead.
That's right.
It's already pretty easy for Danielle Watson to pitch anyway.
And Fawn settles down and gets her first strike of the at-bat. Makes that count 3-1. Watson gets her sign from her third base coach, steps back in. Fawn on the delivery. Inside, ball 4, and Watson's going to take her base.
Bases loaded with Alyssa Griman coming up to bat. Well, that's what you dream of as a coach. Your 1, 2, 3 get on bat, and your cleanup hitter bats them in.
There you go. And Watson's going to have a pinch runner come in for her. That's number 10, Emma Lebeter. Umpire takes some time for the pinch runner to get settled in on first. And Griman steps into the box. Does her pre-bat ritual. Faces Fawn. On delivery, strike 1.
Kingsman runners ready to run. They're looking to score right off the bat.
Lily Fawn gets the first strike of the at-bat. Pop fly. Right center. It's going to drop. Base hit by Griman. That's going to drive in 1, 2. And the Kingsmen get out to a 2-0 lead. Nice at-bat by Griman there to drive in the run.
Certainly was. She was patient. First couple pitches inside, she didn't get too aggressive with the bases loaded. She waited for her pitch. She hit a nice fly ball right in the gap.
Gets 2 RBIs out of that. Kingsman 2-0 lead here early.
Runners still on first and second, no outs. It's certainly going to test Lily Fawn early on, the freshman pitcher. It's one of probably the best teams she's faced all season. And in her jam early, let's see if she can work her way out of it.
Addison Pixley steps into the box. 0 outs still here in the inning. Runners on first and second. Fawn on the delivery. Pixley fouls it off. Inside pitch.
Aggressive swing. The Kingsmen definitely look confident early. They're not stressed at all right now.
Just been informed a pinch runner has been put on for first base for the Kingsmen. That is Elizabeth Bullinger.
A foul there for Addie Pixley.
Pixley fouls off another one.
Count 0-2 here for Pixley with still 0 outs.
3 hits for the Kingsmen thus far. A pretty hot start for them, wouldn't you say, Adam?
Certainly would. They're not playing with reckless abandon right now. They're pitching well, hitting well in the first inning. It could spell disaster. Elkhart Central how we get out of this jam.
Fawn with the outside pitch, ball 1. Counts 1 and 2. 0 outs still here in the bottom half of the inning. Fawn gets her sign. Oh. And Pixley lines out to left fielder Karis Cochran for the first out of the inning. Nice looking swing by Pixley there, just didn't get all of it.
Yeah, great swing. Cochran made a great run over from left field to get all the way to the foul line and make a nice catch.
Now for the Kingsmen, Olivia McGoldie.
We'll see if that settles down Lily Fawn a little bit.
Get that first out of the inning. That's big, especially with runners on first and second. McGoldie with a big swing, pulls it. It's going to be foul.
Again, the Kingsmen are wasting no time swinging. They're playing confident and they're trying to go for the fences right now.
Count 0-1, one out here in the bottom of the first inning at Penn's home softball field.
It looks beautiful today. It's great weather outside today. Great day for game softball.
That's right. Yes, it is. Fine on the delivery. Strike. 0-2 now. McGoldie's in a little bit of a hole. See if she can get out of it and maybe drive in a possible 2 runs.
A second out here would be huge for Elkhart Central. They want to make sure this 2-0 lead doesn't get any bigger.
McGoldie with the swing. Nice base hit into left field. They're going to wave home. And the Kingsmen score another run. McGoldie with the RBI single. Nice looking swing there, Adam.
A great shot right through the gap in shortstop and center field. Right in the middle. That's exactly what you want in that situation. No need to hit a home run. Just get the girl home.
And Hallie Hicksonball steps into the plate for the Kingsmen.
See what the Boston College commit can do with runners in first and second.
Hicksonball shows a bunt but pulls it back. Sees the ball coming in. 1-0 count here. 1 out still.
Smart play there. Only a junior, but she has lots of experience playing softball and experience play.
Fawn on the delivery, low and outside, ball 2.
Fawn's having a nice curveball right there. She's thrown a couple of those, a little bit low. She's struggling a little bit with control, but if she can hit that consistently, that's a big advantage.
Fawn on the delivery. Hicksonball lays down a bunt, but it's going to roll foul. Catcher Shataya Messick, quick to give the ball back to her pitcher.
Hicksonball, another dynamic player for the Kingsmen. She has the speed to bunt and get to first base easily. She also has the power. She's a solid contact hitter as well. That's why she's going to Boston College.
That's right. And 2-1 count now for Fawn. 1 out still. Fawn gets her sign. Pitch on the way. Hicksonball slaps one into left field. It's going to go off the glove of the left fielder, who throws it to third and gets the force out. Runner on second was hesitant to run due to there only being 1 out there. So she's thrown out at third, unfortunately.
Only 1 out. Smart to hesitate because it looked like it could have been caught. Didn't make a good play, but the left fielder recovered and made a nice play at third base.
Sophomore left fielder Karis Cochran with a nice play to get the second out of the inning.
Definitely recovered after a potential error.
And senior leader Monica Smith's up, slaps one to third. It's going to be grounded by third baseman Cindy Prue to end the inning. She steps on third for the final force out of the inning.
Not necessarily the first inning the pitcher would have won at Elkhart Central, but 3-0, she maintained that she had 2-0 with runners in first and second, 0 out, so to only allow 1 more run is a great accomplishment.
It definitely could have been a lot worse, but she stopped the bleeding as best she could and got out of it only down 3.
She did, but definitely Danielle Watson's going to come out ready to put the game away right away. If Elkhart Central is going to have to start scoring some runs, if Penn's going to be hitting like that.
It all starts with hits, and the Kingsmen were able to manage to get 4 hits in that first inning, which ultimately led to 3 runs.
2 runners left stranded as well, so it could have been much worse for Lily Fawn.
Watson takes her warm-up pitches back on the mound.
It sure is nice to have a pitch like Danielle Watson when you're an infielder. You don't have to do much at all. You can just sit there and read a book. It's a great day.
Greiman throws down the second to end the warm-up, and as the Kingsmen meet on the mound, they get ready to start the second inning. Leading off the inning is senior first baseman Emily Nemasek, excuse me. Watson with the first pitch of the inning is going to be low and inside, call for ball one. Nemisak with a good eye in that first pitch. Watson with the pitch, high. Ball two.
Nemisak with a very closed, lean back stance reminds you of David Ortiz out there.
Watson delivers, gets a swing and a miss by Nemisak for the first strike of the inning. Count now is 2-1.
Nice fastball, a little bit outside, caught Nemisak chasing there.
Nemisak makes contact and a base hit into right center. She's going to go for two. Namasak's stand-up double. Nice hit by Nemisak.
Yep, all the way to the warning track. What a great start for Elkhart Central after a rough first inning.
Next up, the left fielder, number 12, Ferris Cochran.
Watson talks with their catcher, shakes it off, and gets ready for the next batter, who is left field sophomore, Karis Cochran.
Elkhart Central should love to drive this home run right away, not take any chances, and just climb back into game one run at a time.
Watson delivers inside.
Definitely,
Nemisak gets her secondary lead off at second there.
Watson definitely keeping him honest early in the game, keeping him on the inside of the plate.
Cochran with a foul ball that bounces off a light pole back into play. It's going to count as a strike, 1-1.
Certainly took a rip at it there, didn't quite catch all of the ball, but you like the aggressiveness of Elkhart Central. They don't seem to be too rattled by Danielle Watson's hot start.
Cochran with a bloop liner into shallow right field is going to drop for a base hit. She advances her teammate Namisak to third and gets on first herself. Central's making a little bit of a run here. Got runners on the corners, Adam.
Yes, they are. Watson left that pitch a little bit high, and Cochran took advantage of it, did what she should have done, and that's exactly what you have to do. Take what you can get against great pitchers.
That's right.
They're taking what they can get right now. Runners on the corners.
Up to bat now is Kelsey Cobb, right field sophomore.
First left-handed batter of the day after the strike right there by Danielle Watson.
0-1 count. Watson gets ahead.
Definitely nice to have a few solid lefties in your lineup to mix it up a little bit.
That's right. And Cobb lays on a butt, and a beautiful play by first baseman number 3, Leah Simon on the charge, and she catches the popped-up bunt there and gets the first out of the inning.
Great speed, great balance. She had to run a little bit in front of the runner to make the catch, but she made a nice grab there.
Heck of a play. Runner still on the corners for Central. One out now here in the top of the second inning. And number 5, Celesta Ganger, senior, steps into the plate.
Nasty curve right there by Danielle Watson. Called the ball, but great movement on it, and that'll certainly keep the hitters guessing when they're swinging the bat.
Watson gets her sign from the catcher. Watson fumbles a little bloop pop-up from Cobb, and she's going to make it to first safe. Bases loaded here for Central.
Central's definitely recovered after a bad first inning. Exactly what they would have wanted there. There was no one on first base there to cover for Penn. Even if Watson fielded the ball straight, there was miscommunication.
It was almost as a swinging bunt what Cobb did. I don't think she meant to do it, but it turned out to work out for her.
Never turned down a base hit. Lots of pop in that ball by Danielle Watson. Her fastball is a heater right now, folks.
Pardon me, last batter was Celesta Ganger, not Kelsey Cobb. Up to bat now is freshman pitcher Lily Fawn. Watson works her way back to get our first strike. Count is 1-1 with 1 out. Bases loaded. Good eye by Fawn. Watson's pitch inside.
I'm sure Fawn would be very happy to let Danielle Watson walk around base for a home run. Anytime you get a on base out of a pitcher, it's a great advantage.
Got to scratch runs against these number 1 ranked Kingsmen. And Watson battles back to get a second strike of the at bat. Count is now 2-2. Bond steps in. Fouls off Watson's pitch attempt.
Yeah, and another nice rip at it there. Just it's hard to get a good view of where that pitch is going. It's moving so much by Watson.
Count still remains 2-2.
You have such a short time to react in softball between the pitching mound and the home plate that when the ball moves like that, it's very hard to get a good grip down on it.
Watson's pitch is high. 3-2, full count here. Bases loaded, 1 out in the second inning. Let's see if Elkhart Central can make something nice out of this.
Huge pitch coming up right here. This could change the entire course of the game early on.
Watson with the pitch. Low. And she's going to walk Fawn, bringing in number 15, Olivia Namasak, for Elkhart Central's first run of the evening.
Great patience there by Lily Fawn, the pitcher. So anything you get out of the pitcher is great asset to the team. And she showed great patience right there. Good eye, didn't force it. Took what the pitcher gave her.
And Watson looks to battle back here and get her out of the jam. Next batter is number 2, freshman Sabrina Stanley.
Another lefty for the Blazers.
Watson's first pitch was called a strike. 0-1 count here, 1 out still, bases loaded.
Wicked movement right there in that curveball by Danielle Watson.
Ball 1 though, 1-1. Stanley steps into the box. Stanley lays down a little hit to charging in Monica Smith, who gets the foresight at home. Nice play by Smith at third base.
Yeah, great play by the senior third baseman. Smart play. Didn't force it right to home.
Took her time, made the right play.
Knew exactly what she was going to do before she got it.
And the bases remain loaded. 2 outs now here in the top of the second. Elkhart Central's coach comes to talk to the umpire. Might be looking for a pinch runner.
Central's certainly happy with the inning they've had so far, but they certainly leave a bitter taste in their mouth to leave the bases loaded, stranded out there.
And now we have a special pinch runner for the Blue Blazers. That's going to be Bezia Martinez going in on second. And we're back at the top of the order for the Blue Blazers. Number 7, Alexis Idlegeorge is up to bat. Watson's first pitch is inside, called for ball 1.
George 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout, looking to recover. This will certainly make up for that. She got a nice hit here with the bases loaded.
Watson with her second pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off by Idlegeorge. Inside pitch, heater. Idlegeorge did a nice job to get some contact on it.
Watson taking her time on the mound, not rushing anything, getting her hands right. Beautiful fastball right down the middle. George had little chance of hitting that one right there. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Base is still loaded. Tough ball call right there, right in the corner of the plate.
That one was definitely close. 2-2 count here, 2 outs. Base is still loaded for the Blue Blazers. Watson with the pitch. Fouled by Idlegeorge. Idlegeorge hanging around.
Yep, staying alive. It's all you can do in this situation.
Two and 2. Penn leads 3-1. Watson with the pitch. Gets a strikeout. Idlegeorge swinging and missing. And that's going to end the inning. 1 run for the Blue Blazers with 2 hits coming in that inning as well.
Yeah, certainly sting a little. They left the bases loaded out there. That's a big opportunity missed. George looked a little anxious there to get a big hit. She swung was a little bit high, but nerves are high right now. You want to make things happen.
Yeah, exactly. And Penn leads 3-1 after the top of the second inning. Excuse me.
Sure, Penn would obviously love to build on their lead here after they've seen the Elkhart Central can do some damage with their bats.
Bond's back out on the mound for the Blue Blazers. Getting some warm-up pitches in now. Up to bat, we're going to have Dree Toshigen. And then back to the top of the lineup.
Dree's a senior headed to Purdue Calumet next season. I'm sure they're glad to have her. She's been a great player for the Kingsmen over her career. Lily Fawn looking to settle down after a 3-run first inning. They allowed 4 hits and an error, but plenty of game left, plenty of time to make up for it.
Getting it started for the Kingsmen.
And Toshigen calls for time as she steps into the box and looks to face Fawn here to start off the bottom of the second inning. Fawn delivers. Inside pitch. Ball 1.
A lot of inside pitches early on in the game, but the hitters are not backing off the plate. They're standing their ground.
Toshigen swinging at that next pitch. She's going to ground out to the third baseman, number 4, Cindy Peru. Nice play by Peru to get the first out of the inning.
Yeah, the throw was a little bit low, but she made a nice reach out and got it. Out 1. It's a good start to the second inning. What a run.
And that was Maddie Newman on a nice attempt to beat out the throw at first. And
not a great contact hit, just a short third base line, but tons of speed there. Lots of effort running out first baseline. She got the save by a hair.
And they're going to count that a hit for Maddie Newman, making it 5 on the game for the Kingsmen.
They do not yet have replay in high school softball. That's going to stand.
Fawn settles back in on the mound. Katie Quinlan shows bunt, pulls it back. Newman's going to steal second. She's safe by a landslide.
Almost went for 3 there on a wild throw of second, but smart play by center fielder to be in the right spot, clean up the bad throw.
Man, Maddie Newman is fast.
Yes, she is. She made that look easy.
Quinlan, left-handed batter for the Kingsmen. Gets the pitch from Fawn. She lays down a nice butt. It's going to stay fair, and she's going to beat that one out easily, advancing her teammate Newman over to third.
Absolutely perfect butt there by Katie Quinlan. Right in front of home plate. They had no chance throwing either one out. Showed great speed getting down the line. I didn't know if that was Katie Quinlan or Ichiro Suzuki. I couldn't really tell right there.
6 hits for the Kingsmen. Score 3-1. Runners on the corners. And the pitcher, Danielle Watson, is up to bat. See if Watson can get an RBI here. Vaughn delivers. Watson slaps one deep back. Oh, and a beautiful play by center fielder Sabrina Stanley with a nice grab in center field. But she's going to have a sac fly there and drive in 1 run, making the score 4-1.
Sabrina is definitely a very tall girl out there in center field. Made a great play on the ball. Timed it right. Made a nice grab.
Maddie Newman scores on the sac fly by Danielle Watson, bringing up number 16, Alyssa Greiman, for the Kingsmen. Katie Quinlan still is on first base. Umpire dusts off the plate.
2 outs here for the Kingsmen. Lily Fawn gets out, hitting only 1 run earned. It's still in the ball game.
Fawn delivers low, and Quinlan's going to steal second and arrive safely.
Kingsmen certainly do have some speedy runners. That's a great advantage when you can advance runners in scoring position without having to swing a bat.
Two outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Greiman steps into the box. Pitch by Fawn. Low and inside, called ball. Count 2-0.
Fawn cracking a little bit of smile on the mound there. She thought she had a strike there. Looked like a good pitch from here, but called ball.
Fawn gets Greiman to foul off that pitch. Strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Quinlan still is on second base.
Nice drop fastball right there by Lily Fine. Coming right over the plate, drops right beneath. A great play by the batter to even foul it off.
Greiman fouls off another pitch, making it 2 strikes now and 2 balls.
And that one's into the bleachers, folks. Keep your heads up. Solid crowd for a Thursday evening here at the Penn home softball field.
Nice night for softball, a little overcast. Cool though, not too hot. Fawn with another low delivery. He's going to roll back towards the backstop, and Quinlan's going to steal the third. Speedy Quinlan with another stolen base in this inning.
Shatia Messick and catcher could not hold on to the pitch there. I don't think she would have had to play at third base anyway. Quinlan was heading, and she has the speed.
And Greiman looks to drive in Quinlan on third base now. And she rips one down the third baseline, but it's going to be called foul. That was an aggressive swing there from Greiman. Could have been a huge play for the Kingsmen.
Alert play by Sydney Prude at third base to get out of the way. That was a line
That was a
drive
heater.
headed straight forward. Just barely fouled. That would have easily scored Quinlan.
And the Elkhart Central coach is on the field looking to replace an injured player.
Leah Gibson, the senior that comes off the field with apparent hand injury.
Might have got a hand on that liner from Greiman. They're going to bring in number 7, Alexis Idlegeorge. They're going to move Cindy Prue. Oh, no, Cindy Prue is staying at third. Idlegeorge is going to come in at shortstop.
Idlegeorge was originally a designated hitter for the game. She'll be playing the field now, too.
And Greiman, when play resumes, going to have a 3-2 count with 2 outs and a runner on third. Big play here for Greiman if she can drive in this run.
Long delay here in the game. You wonder who's that's going to affect more, Lily Fawn on the mound or Alyssa Greiman on the plate, with the run still on third and 2 outs and a full count. Referee situating out the lineup card, and we're ready to resume play.
Greiman steps into the box. Fawn throws the ball in her fingers on the mound, looking for a sign from her catcher. Fawn with the delivery. And Greiman's going to rip it right back towards her into center field. That's going to score 1.
Great cut swing right in the gap, right in front of center fielder Sabrina Stanley. Not able to use her length to get to that ball, and that'll score a run.
Beautiful play by Greiman to get the RBI with 2 outs and a full count there, especially after that long delay.
Very smooth swing right there. She didn't force it. She didn't try to bury Bonds one out of the stadium. She got the job done once more. And
she brings up her teammate now, Addie Pixley. Greiman gets her sign from the third base coach. Possible steal here. No steal by Greiman. Fawn's pitch is low, call for ball 1.
Not easy to steal in softball with the no leadoff rule.
That is true. Gotta have some wheels.
Gotta have some serious wheels.
Another ball by Fawn. 2-0 count now. 2 outs and the bottom of the second inning. Fawn gets her sign from the catcher. Delivers another inside pitch. Going to be ball 3, and it rolls back towards the backstop, and Greiman's going to advance to second.
Almost hit Pixley, but might as well have because the runner advances to second base on a pass ball.
And we've been informed that pinch runner Elizabeth Bollinger has been subbed in for Alyssa Greiman. She stands on second now. Vaughn gets a strike on the next attempt. 3-1 count now. Pixley with a patient eye there. Don't want to force anything with a 3-0 count. Normally not trying to swing in that situation.
Now at 3-1, definitely a hitter's count. This is where you can just let loose and have a rip at it. She does.
Pixley rips one down the third base line, but it's going to be foul.
Again, aggressive swing, a hitter's count, 3-1. You just have that's a day at the beach for a hitter.
Elkhart Central gets the ball back to their pitcher. And Lily Fawn returns to the mound. 3-2 count here, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Bollinger on second. Fawn with the delivery. Ooh, and it's going to be inside, and she's going to hit Pixley on the left shoulder.
That certainly didn't look fun for Pixley right there on the inside shoulder.
Hey, but you know what they say, take one for the team, Adam.
Yep, the Jeff took one for the team right there. She's walking it off, tough girl.
Now up to bat, number 9, Olivia McGoldie. She got runners on first and second here. Another chance for the Kingsmen to get some runs on the board.
Goldie's had a great start of the season hitting for the Kingsmen. She looks to continue that here. It'd be a big hit with 2 runners on.
Fawn's pitch low, called ball 1. Lee Fawn's done a pretty nice job here so far, only being a freshman. You know, it's tough to pitch against a powerhouse like Penn. And
certainly have a lot of bats out there, and she's doing her best.
Fawn with the delivery. And McGoldie's going to hit it right back towards the pitcher, to the shortstop, who throws McGoldie out at first, ending the inning.
Didn't get all of it there. Didn't quite have the speed to get down the first base line, but the Kingsmen can live with another 2-run inning with a 5-1 lead heading into the top of the third.
3 hits in that inning for the Kingsmen, tacking on 2 more runs. This lead increases to 5-1, and Penn surely showing they can do it with the bats here, Adam.
Yep. I think this will be a big inning for the Blue Blazers. They want to stay as close as they possibly can. When you get into later innings against a pitcher like Danielle Watson, runs get tougher and tougher to come by. You want to capitalize when you can, and that stranding all 3 runners on bases is certainly going to come back to haunt them, I think, in the end. But they have still plenty of time to make up for it and see what they do here.
Watson still on the mound for Penn as they run out to start the top of the third inning. Watson takes a few warm-up pitches. Up first for the Blue Blazers when play resume is going to be number 16, Libby Tully. Kingsman throw down to second and look to start the third inning.
I believe Libby Tully is coming in for the injured player that left in the bottom of the second there after we believe to be the line drive by Addie Pixley that may have caught her in the hand. Leah Gibson is still not returning to the game, and she's obviously been subbed out, so she will not be playing for the Blue Blazers tonight. Yeah.
Elkhart Central's coach talks with the ump about the substitution, and Tully's going to step in to face Watson here to start the third inning.
Kingsman playing a short infield here. Don't want to. I think they're very confident in Daniel Watson's ability to keep the ball in the infield, and they want to be able to make short throws.
Watson's first pitch is low and inside, called ball 1.
That's a great luxury when a coach can move her infield in, and not be afraid of hitting a shot at the outfield that could possibly turn extra bases.
Watson on the next pitch. High, ball 2. Tully looks to have a hitter's count here early in the third inning.
Her first time facing Watson tonight. She looks pretty cool and confident.
Watson with the pitch. Low, ball 3. Watson, called strike. Watson gets the first strike of the inning, making the count 2-1. Swing and a miss by Tully.
Big change of events in that strike call there. It could have been a 3-0 count. Now it's 2-2.
Evens the count out, 2-2. Watson with the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Watson battles back after a 2-0 count, finds 3 strikes in a row, and gets the first out of the inning.
Watson's done a great job tonight working all sides of the plate. She goes inside, she goes outside, and 3 times in a row now she's gone high in the last pitch and got him out after going low the previous pitch. It's smart pitching right there from only a sophomore.
Up to bat is Cindy Prue. Watson's first pitch is called a strike. Pruitt Jr. on this Blue Blazers team. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Prue. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove for strike 2.
Nice rising fastball there from Watson. She has a wide array of pitches, and she's using all of the night, and Elkhart Central is not quite getting ahead of them.
Watson's third pitch is going to be high, called ball 1. Good eye by Prue there. Watson gets her sign. Pitch on the way. Called high, ball 2. Evens the count.
Another 2-2 count here for Watson.
One out here in the top of the third inning. Score is 5-1 Penn. Watson with the pitch. Swing and a miss by Prue. Gets her swinging. That's going to be 2 outs.
Watson's on fire right now. She is striking out Elkhart Central batters left and right. That's certainly going to damage her confidence a little bit after a great second inning.
Emily Namasak steps in to the box of the Blue Blazers here with 2 outs in the third inning. See if Namasak can get anything going for the Blazers. Watson's first pitch is strike 1.
Great location there, about chest high, a little bit outside, hard to hit and hard to see that it's a strike, but it definitely was.
Namasak swings and fouls off Watson's second pitch, making the count 0-2.
Again, Watson goes to the high end the first pitch and goes low in the second one. It's hard to adjust, and she was only able to foul tip that one off.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Watson gets out of the inning, 3 up, 3 down.
3 strikeouts. She's on a roll. That's not a good sign for Elkhart Central. If she gets hot, that's dangerous. And Lily Fawn will return to the mound for the bottom of the third inning.
Up to bat for the Kingsmen to start the bottom of the third inning is going to be Hicksonball, Smith, and Tashian. Penn looking to add on to this lead, 5-1 currently.
Yep, it's the bottom half of the order here for the Kingsmen, but still lots of power and lots of skill. They're loaded all around. There's not really any weak spots.
Solid 1 through 9. Lily Fawn calls in her teammates on the mound and tries to give them a little motivational talk to tell her team that they're still in this, that there's still innings to play and that anything's possible.
Good maturity from a freshman. You don't see that too often. She called the troops together, said she's got it, and she's got to go out and play.
Batting. Hallie Hicksonball is going to lead us off here in the bottom of the third inning for the Kingsmen. Right fielder Ashley Tyler subs into the game for sophomore Kelsey Cobb. She's playing right field for the Blazers. And Fawn's first pitch is going to be ball 1.
Interesting substitution. You have to see what she brings to the table. Is it better fielding, or is they looking to switch up hitting a little bit?
Fawn's next pitch is hit shortly in front of the catcher by Hicksonball. Pitch down or throw down to first is going to be bobbled by the first baseman. Hicksonball is going to take advantage of it and get all the way to second.
It's a gutsy play there by Hicksonball. She was rounding first base. The ball bounced right in front of her. She made a judgment call, and she relied on her wheels, and she got there.
Monica Smith, the senior leaders, up next for the Kingsmen.
It's a real luxury when you have a power bat like Monica Smith in your 8-hole. See if the senior can deliver here.
Another stop and play here. Looks like Elkhart Central is going to be making Some substitutions.
Head coach Brent Bardo is certainly not afraid to change the lineup if he thinks something's not working quite right, and he certainly made adjustments tonight.
Hicksonbaugh talks with Coach Brian Griman during the delay. And looks like Cindy Prue is going to move over to short.
Crew now playing shortstop for Central.
That means that substitute in Libby Tooley was substituted in last inning to hit for the injured Leah Gibson, and she'll play third base, which is why they're moving Cindy Prue to short.
Monica Smith with a swing and a nice hit into left center. She's going to hold up at first, and oh, she's going for second now. Monica Smith slides into second, safe. RBI double to score her teammate Hicksonbaugh.
First pitch swinging for Smitty, and it's a great shot right in the middle. She made a gutsy play again going for second. She hesitated a little bit, but she made a smart play at the end, dove with her right foot out, and got there safe.
Beautiful play by Smith to get that double. Dree Toshigen steps into the plate now for the Kingsmen. Monica Smith on second. No outs here in the bottom of the third. Bond's pitch is low, ball one. Kingsman leads 6-1, 9 hits compared to Elkhart Central's 2 hits. That's been the story of the game so far.
As it has, and Penn's been able to cash in their runs. As I said multiple times, Central left the bases loaded, stranded out there. That will cost you.
Bond's next pitch is high, called ball 2.
Bond is trying to settle in here. Still hasn't quite got her rhythm yet, but that'll happen against great teams.
Toshigen backs off that ball. Inside pitch by Fawn. 3-0 count now. No outs. Bottom of the third.
Bond's keeping a lot of pitches high right now. You gotta wonder if that's intentional at all, or if it's just a little bit of fatigue on her arm, or losing a little bit of control.
And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk for Toshigen. She reaches first. Monica Smith on second. And Fawn is going to put runners on first and second for the Kingsmen on 4 straight balls.
You're not a wanted start for Elkhart Central, but the name of the game right now is just trying to make do with what you got out there, and they're gonna have to try to solve this jam again.
Top of the order now for the Kingsmen. Maddie Newman shows bunt but pulls it back. Ball 1.
Good eye there. Keep seeing the ball pulling back.
Fawn twirls the ball on her fingers. Looks her sign. Delivers. Maddie Newman lays down a nice bunt to the third baseman. Speedy Maddie Newman beats out the throw to first.
I'm sure Central would just love to keep her off base because she is flying down the baselines, and they cannot catch up with her with her throws.
Loads the bases for the Kingsmen. Katie Quinlan's going to have some ducks on the pond here, as I like to call it.
Yes, she is.
Big opportunity with no outs.
Ducks on the pond, and Quinlan's a great player ahead of the Michigan State, so she's got her shotgun in the blind.
Fawn looking to get out of this jam. Delivers. First pitch outside.
Keeping it outside, want to eliminate a potential grand slam ball or far hit. Keeping it outside makes it harder to do so.
Quinlan bends her knees. Sees the pitch from Fawn, but she's going to hold off. Ball 2. Good eye by Quinlan.
Called strike, actually. 1-1 count.
That last pitch was a strike, so it is now 1-2 for Quinlan as she fouled off that last pitch. Bases loaded, bottom of the third. No outs. Pitch on the way, high.
Crunch time here for Elkhart Central. They cannot let this lead balloon anymore. Even a 2-run shot here would be very hard to come back from, even early in the third inning here.
2-2 count. Pitch on the way. Called high, ball.
Good eye there by Quinlan, not rushing it, went out for a slap hit, and
Yeah, you definitely
Both
don't
out.
rush anything here with bases loaded and no outs. Fawn delivers. Swinging a nice deep, deep ball by Quinlan. That one's all the way back to the warning track. That's going to bring in 3. Quinlan goes to third, slides in, safe. And a triple by Quinlan clears the bases, and Penn's going to extend their lead 9-1.
That's
Beautiful display of hitting there
that's,
by
that's
Quinlan.
exactly what the Kingsman coach by Zachary wanted. Great piece of hitting. Hit it all the way to the warning track, and she certainly has wheels all around for triple. Bases were also loaded with speed. Again, the Kingsmen have a great combination of speed and power that's lethal.
And the pitcher, Danielle Watson's going to look to get on the action here. She's got Quinlan on third. 9-1 Penn, no outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Watson swings at the first pitch and fouls it off towards Elkhart Central's dugout. Count 0-1.
A low swing, had a golf swing that out a little bit. Nice job fouling it off.
Gotta love the aggressive approach to the plate by the Kingsmen.
I tell you, her golf swing with a softball bat is still better than mine with a golf club.
Hey, we all wish our golf game was better, Adam. Next pitch by Fawn's going to be called strike. 0-2 now. Watson in a little bit of a hole.
Fine, just got to take it one out at a time, and 0-2 count. Here's a perfect opportunity to get the first out, and that's all you can do from now is just get the first one.
Yep, you just got to get that first out. And it's going to be called strike 3 on Daniel Watson. Lily Fawn gets the first out of the inning. Like Adam said, that's a big out.
Yes, it is.
Try to-
Looked
try
a
to-
little bit outside, but Kurt may have curved it a little bit.
Next up to bat for the Kingsmen is Alyssa Greiman. She fouls Fawn's first pitch off down the third baseline, making the count 0-1. One out here.
Greiman almost hit it off her own base runner there, Alyssa Quinlan. That would have made for an interesting conversation in the dugout.
Fawn delivers low. Ball 1. Kingsmen are now in double digits in hits. 11-2.
9-1 on the scoreboard right now.
4-hitter Greiman has all outfielders playing on the warning track. And a shot back to the pitcher, Lily Fawn makes a nice play to get the second out of the inning. But the Kingsmen are going to have another run come in. That's Maddie Newman scoring, or excuse me, Quinlan scoring from third.
Great grab there by the pitcher, Lily Fawn. She made a nice play, but wasn't able to throw it to home. She decided to go to first base, get the surefire out, and might not have been a bad decision at this point. Quinlan could have scored anyway, and you want to get the sure out.
Elkhart Central coach goes to the mound to meet with his pitcher and his catcher. Some of his infielders talk about how they can get out of this inning.
It's always hard to ask a freshman pitcher to come into this kind of atmosphere, and coach just want to settle her down a little bit and tell her to take it one out at a time.
Pixley's going to be next up for the Kingsmen. Olivia McGoldie on deck. Fawn pitches. First pitch swinging. Pixley pops it up to left field. And that's going to be caught by left fielder Karis Cochran, ending the inning.
10-1. Scored Penn with the lead heading into the fourth inning. Nice contact there by Pixley. Just got under it a little bit, and left fielder is playing where she should have been.
After 3 innings, it's the Kingsmen 10, the Blue Blazers 1.
Dominant display of hitting so far by the Kingsmen. Out hitting the Blue Blazers 11-2.
And Lily Fawn on the mound is doing all she can, but the Kingsmen are just hitting everything thrown at them right now, and not much you can do when a team gets this hot. And their base running speed is impeccable, and when you get runners on base, you got power hitters, they bat them home. And Watson will come back out for the fourth inning, only allowing 2 hits so far.
It's been almost a flawless game for the Kingsmen. Only 1 error in the field, and it was a fluke play that probably would have been called the error on most teams, but you know that baseball's got their rules, and Daniel Watson had a little bit of fumble, but Uh, hasn't seemed to infect the game too much here. Penn's leads 9 runs and looking to add some more on here as the game continues.
Kingsman taking the last warm-up throws here in the top of the fourth. Same lineup for the Kingsmen, no substitutions so far.
And Superintendent Jerry Thacker's in the house.
Yes, he is.
It's great what he does for his community. Always out there supporting.
He really is. He's very friendly with the students. He's very interactive, and he's here to support the girls.
Watson on the delivery, first pitch swinging, foul ball.
That's headed for the parking lot, folks. Every car seems to be okay.
Karis Cochran fouls off that first pitch. Watson delivers. Another foul ball by Cochran. Trying to get some contact. It's hard with Watson's speed.
She does a great job of mixing it up with location of the speed, off-speed pitches, curveballs. She does a great job mixing it up. She's got the whole arsenal, and that's hard to read.
0-2 count now. No outs. Top of the fourth. Penn leads 10-1. Another foul ball by Cochran. Staying alive. 0-2 count here, Adam.
Yep, she is fighting off. That's all you can ask for. She throws a strike. You got to either foul it off or hit in the field. She's fouling it off, staying alive.
Watson winds up, pitches. She's going to get that third strike. Cochran looking. Called strike 3 by the umpire.
Right, yeah, right down the middle. I think Cochran got a little froze there, but Speed wasn't expecting that pitch, perhaps. And Watson knows when to make her placements where they are, and she executed well right there.
And substitute Ashley Tyler. She's a junior. She's going to step into the box next for the Blue Blazers. Pitch on the way by Watson. Tyler swinging a miss and a low first pitch by Watson.
At this point, Central wants to try anything new that'll have a chance of working, and they got to take their chances, and we'll see if she can do well here.
It's do or die time, Adam.
Yes, it is getting later in the game.
Strike 2 by Watson.
And Watson's had a lot of 3-pitch, 4-pitch strikeouts, which means the pitch count's not too high. And that's not a good thing for Elkhart Central trying to make up a 9-run deficit.
And Watson is going to get another strikeout on 3 pitches. Catches Tyler looking at that fastball low. And Alyssa Ganger is going to step up next for the Blue Blazers. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Ganger fouls off the first pitch, making the count 0-1. Watson on the delivery, low and inside. Good eye by Celesta Granger. 1-1.
Nice job by Alyssa Greiman to hit her knees and get a nice block there in front of pass ball, though.
Beautiful display of catching there.
No one on base, so might not affect the game, but still a good-looking play.
You know, it looked great from up here. Watson, another pitch. Swinging a foul ball by Ganger.
Foul balls have ruled the inning so far.
1-2. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Watson delivers high. Good eye by Ganger to lay off that one. Evens the count at 2-2.
Two outs here in the top of the fourth.
Ganger's going to foul that one off towards the first baseman. Staying alive, 2-2 still. Ganger gets the pitch from Watson. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Danielle Watson gets another strikeout, ending the inning.
And with a rising fastball right there, a little off-speed pitch, caught her off guard, and she was swung right under it. Smart pitching again by only a sophomore. It's amazing that Danielle Watson is only a sophomore out there. She is She's showing not only the ability but the mental fortitude to be an outstanding pitcher at the next level.
Now, if the Kingsmen were able to put up one more run this inning, the high school softball's rules state that if a team's up 10 runs after 5 innings, then the game ends. So
That would certainly put pressure on Elkhart Central on top of the fifth.
that's right. Kingsman probably going to look to be aggressive here at the plate and try to get that one more run to make that score 11-1.
Certainly don't want to get complacent or cocky at the plate, but when you have a pitcher like Watson going as hot as she is right now, it's pretty easy to sit back and just have a whack at it.
Up for the Kingsmen first is going to be
Getting it started for the gold and black attack. Number 9,
Olivia McGoldie.
Livy with the ground out of her last at bat, looking to make up for that here.
Lily Fawn still on the mound for the Blue Blazers. First pitch inside, called ball 1.
Almost took one in the elbow right there. That would not have felt good. 1-0 count.
Oh, McGoldie gets a hold of that one. She pulls it foul, though. That was a good-looking swing by her.
Yes, it was a lot of power, a lot of torque right there in that swing. Just a little bit to the left.
Count 1-1 now. 0 outs. Penn leads 10-1.
Another meeting between the umpire and head coach Brent Bordeaux for the Elkhart Central Blue Blazers.
Bardo seems to be discussing some sort of lineup change, and it looks like he's gotten everything squared away, so we're going to resume play. McGoldie, 1-1 count. Bottom of the 4th. Fawn delivers. McGoldie swings and pops it up. Center fielder charges in, makes the play. Nice play by center fielder Sabrina Stanley.
He got under it a little bit there, and Sabrina Stanley ran up and made a nice play. She's been playing well in fielding and center field, and I made a couple nice grabs over her head, and certainly doing what she can to prevent the Kingsman onslaught from continuing.
Big to get that first out to possibly extend this game. Allie Hicksonball steps up now for the Kingsmen. She slaps one into left field. It's going to be another pop-up. Caught by left fielder sophomore Karis Cochran.
As suspected, the Kingsmen are playing very aggressive at the plate right now. First pitch swinging multiple times now in this inning, and they're going for the gold.
Let's see if power hitter slugger Monica Smith can get it done now for the Kingsmen.
Monica's been very reliable for the Kingsmen over her 3 years on varsity, and she's looking to end her career with a bang.
Monica with a good eye there. Sees ball 1. Count is 1-0. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Penn still leads 10-1. Fawn gets a sign. Monica Smith with another good eye. Count 2-0 now.
Smith showing a senior patience right there. They're not being quite as aggressive as the first 2 batters came up, who are both juniors, and she's maintaining her focus even though the game is a 9-run lead right now.
Monica Smith watches ball 3. Pop out of the catcher's glove. 3-0 count. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. We would assume Monica Smith's going to take this next pitch, having it being 3-0 count, but we never know. And the pitch is high anyway, so Monica Smith's going to take her base after that pitch goes back to the backstop, and the Kings will get their first base runner of the inning. Tree Tashian is next up for the Kingsmen.
Central shifts their outfield back to a little bit more shallow with Dree coming up. More of a contact hitter and a power hitter. Smart coaching adjustment there.
Monica Smith gets her secondary lead at first. Ball 1 to Tashian. 1-0 count. 2 outs. Fawn twirls the ball in her fingers like she always does. Pitch on the way, low in the dirt. Monica Smith's going to steal second base.
No throw to second there. Smith had it clearly. And alert play by Smith.
Nice heads-up base running by Smith to see that the catcher fumbled it. She's going to advance. Runners in scoring position for Tashian and the Penn Kingsmen.
Also appears there's been a substitution at catcher for the Blue Blazers. Fazia Martinez is now in the game.
Tashian with a swing and a nice hit into left field. That's going to go over their head and going to score Monica Smith. Tashian's going to have a stand-up double on that hit.
Rolled all the way to the 230 on the Kingsman outfield fence right there. Great contact there by Dream, making him pay for scooting up.
That's right. Beautiful RBI double by Tashian. And now the score is 11-1, Penn.
Now the Kingsmen have achieved that 10-run lead, so to keep the game alive, the Blue Blazers are going to have to score at least one run in the top of the fifth.
That brings us back to the top of the lineup. Maddie Newman up to bat. Good eye on that first pitch. 1-0 count. Fawn gets her sign. Pitch on the way. Popped up to the first baseman, number 15, Olivia Namasak. It's going to bobble off her glove. And looks like we have interference on Maddie Newman. Olivia Namasak charged in on the blue pop fly, dropped the ball, but apparently it was due to Maddie Newman's running to first base. So they're going to call her out, and the inning's going to be over.
Very close call. It was right on the baseline. Newman may have moved a little bit to the left, which cut off the angle there for the first baseman. So not a bad call by the official. Again, the replay has not yet developed down to the high school game. We'll look to see that in the near future.
And like Adam said, the top of the fifth inning, in order to continue the game, Elkhart Central is going to have to put at least one run on the board. Penn does hold a 10-run lead, and due to high school rules, that 10 runs after 5 innings causes the game to be over. So it'll be interesting to see if Elkhart Central can extend this game and put one run on the board, but if not, Danielle Watson's going to be the winning pitcher here.
The Kingsmen have made a substitution at first base. Olivia McGauley is into the game for Leah Simon. And as Billy said, Watson looking to finish off a two-hit performance. That would not her best of the season, but even 2 hits not best of the season, you're a pretty good pitcher.
An array of substitutions for the Kingsmen. Also checking in is Emma Ledbetter at third base.
Monica Smith sits down there.
Watson still on the mound. Greiman still behind the plate. Up for the Blue Blazers, trying to extend this game, is going to be number 18, the pitcher, also a freshman, Lily Fawn. Umpire squaring away these substitutions.
Fawn hasn't had the day that she wanted to at the mound, but can't change that now, so you got to go up and hit the ball and try to keep the game alive and do what you can do.
Watson delivers the first pitch, fastball high, called ball 1.
She sure gets pop on that glove. You can hear all the way up here in the press box.
Pitcher against pitcher here. Watson's going to get the first strike of the inning. As Fawn looking. Elkhart Central is going to look to be patient here because, like we said, they're looking for one run to keep this game alive.
Can't get all 10 back at once, but you got to at least get one here to stay alive, so they'll be looking for it.
Strike 2 from Watson on that next pitch. 1-2 now. Lily Fawn in a hole. No outs. Top of the fifth.
Just a bit high there for Daniel Watson on delivery, a 2-2 count.
Nice pitch on a 1-2 count.
Had no reason to give her one down the middle and just make her work for it.
And Lily Fawn's going to foul that one off into the parking lot.
And once again, no cars are harmed in the making of that pitch.
2-2 still here. Font steps back into the box. Pitch on the way from Watson. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 from Danielle Watson, adding to her strikeout total. She's been the story of the game pretty much so far.
Putting on a clinic out there. And even though the opposing pitcher hasn't had the day that she wanted, she's only a freshman. She's got a lot of time to learn. And it's even great for her to see a pitching performance like this. You can learn a lot from your opposing players.
Number 2, the center fielder, Sabrina Stanley's going to face Watson next. 1 out here. Watson's first pitch is called low for a ball. Watson with the windup. Stanley slaps one into foul territory towards her third base coach. Going to be strike 1.
Tried to make a bare hand catch over there to the third base coach. Couldn't quite haul it in. Understandable.
1-1's the count. 1 out. Swing and a miss by Stanley. Watson jammed her.
Yeah, definitely didn't expect it to land up where it landed, but it's great pitchers do, and she ended up swinging high.
Big pitch by Watson. Outside, the catcher frames it, but doesn't get the call from the umpire. It's going to be 2-2.
Great job by Alyssa Griman in the catching position trying to get that call, but umpire saw it and made the correct call.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's another strikeout, her second of the inning from Danielle Watson.
And she is just 1 out away from a complete game 2-hitter.
Penn Howe has 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 1 more out will end this game and give Penn their first conference victory. And we have another substitution for the Blue Blazers. Number 11, Beja Martinez is going to step in and face Watson here. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Watson's bringing the heat.
Martinez not able to get all the way around there on that pitch. Got jammed up in with the speed of the pitch.
Watson, another strike. Martinez watches it. Called strike. 0-2. 2 outs. The Kingsmen are 1 strike away from winning their first conference game.
7th in a row.
Watson's pitch is low inside. Ball 1. Martinez gets the pitch from Watson. Another good eye by Martinez. Ball 2-2 now. Martinez looking to keep her team alive here.
Keeping her cool in a high pressure situation. It's hard to do. She's a junior. She has experience. She's doing it well.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Martinez goes down swinging. And that's going to be it, folks. The Penn Kingsmen are going to get their first conference win of the year, 11-1. Dominant pitching performance by Watson.
Certainly was. Showed exactly why she's on scholarship to go to University of Louisville in 2 seasons. Only a sophomore. Pitched 1 run allowed. 2 hits.
Story of the game, though, Penn's hot bats and Watson's dominant performance on the mound. She finished the game striking out her last 10 batters and had 13 strikeouts on the game, giving up only 2 hits.
What an incredible feat there for the young sophomore, and she has a bright future. The conference is going to see a lot of her throughout the next couple seasons.
That's for sure. Well, Penn's next home game is going to be back here next Thursday, and they look to continue their dominance, extending their record now to 7-0.
Kingsman showing a great variety of hitting, power, speed, contact, smarts, all the way around, complete game. They great depth in their lineup, and that's why they're 7-0.
I'd like to thank Mr. Rollo for setting this up, and the whole Penn staff back at Penn High School. This is Adam Hall and Billy Dosak calling the Penn girls softball game against Elkhart Central. We look forward to being back here next time. Have a good one.